Okay, students, so we are back with our new chapter and the most interesting chapter of biology, that is human reproduction. Okay, human reproduction, it is a chapter which will give you information about how we will produce our next progeny. What are the processes to produce our next progeny? All the from a single cell, how a multicellular human baby develop, that thing has been shown in this chapter easily. Okay, so हम इस चैप्टर में पढ़ने वाले हैं कि कैसे एक सिंगल सेल से एक पूरा बच्चा बन जाता है विद इन अ 9th month inside the mother body. That is the power of reproduction. Okay, human reproduction, in which we are going to study male reproductive system, female reproductive system, gametogenesis. In gametogenesis we are going to study spermatogenesis and oogenesis. Then we is going to study menstrual cycle. After then we are going to study parturition. Okay, then we are going to study gestation period. All these different things are going to be studied in chapter. Okay, before starting the chapter, I want to tell you what are the sequence, what are the chronological order of reproduction. See, so see, where is our pen? So first we have gametes, male, female, sperm, ova. So the production of these two things are called gametogenesis. Okay, first we have gametes, two gametes, male and female gamete. Okay, male gamete is your sperm and female gamete is your ova, and the formation of these two gametes are called gametogenesis. Now these two gametes get fused, and that thing is called fertilization. And the result of fertilization is zygote. These both are N, and this is your 2N. Okay, so first we have seen gametogenesis, then we seen fertilization, and by the fertilization we get zygote. Now this zygote will undergo development and convert into different stages, and that process is called cleavage. Okay, and at last of cleavage development we find our number 32 cell stage that we call blastocyst and all this. Okay, after that we get a fetus, or that the development period from zygote to fetus is called gestation period. Okay, then after cleavage we have a gestation period, and after 9 months in human, after gestation period, after that 9 month we get a baby by the process of parturition. Okay, so this is the scheme or chronological order in the development of a baby from a single cell inside the human body. Okay, human female body. So we have two gametes, male and female, sperm and ovum. They get fertilized and produce a 2N structured zygote. That zygote get implanted inside the uterus, and the process is called implantation. And when this implantation during take place, it will undergo severe development changes, that is cleavage development. Okay, after that gestation period runs, which is 9 months in human. Okay, and after that gestation period, when the baby, the fetus is fully developed, it is ready to come out from the mother body, the delivery of the baby take place, that thing is called parturition, and at last we get a fully developed baby from a fetus. Okay, that is the sequence or chronological order of reproduction in human. Okay, now we are going to start this chapter with introduction to human reproduction and male reproductive system. Okay, तो अपन चालू कैसे करने वाले हैं इस चैप्टर को? सबसे पहले अपन बात करेंगे द ह्यूमन रिप्रोडक्शन होता क्या है, और फिर उसके बाद बात करेंगे मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम. मींस फर्स्ट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम्स. Okay, then we are going to study that gametogenesis processes. Then we studied that menstrual cycle. After that, fertilization, implantation, cleavage, gestation, parturition, and totally the chapter is over. Okay. Simple chapter, interesting chapter it is. Okay, simple है और interesting है, बहुत ज़्यादा interesting है. Okay, so let's get started with. So in the small classes in 9th or 10th class, you studied that reproduction is of two types: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, only one parent is involved. Sexual reproduction, two parents are there. One is male and one is female. Okay, offspring are genetically identical to their parents. The offspring which is obtaining by the process of asexual reproduction, they are clone, they are copy of their parents. While the offspring which is produced by obtained by sexual reproduction, they are not total copy of their parents. They are having variations, and that's why your sexual reproduction brings variation, while asexual reproduction never brings a variation. Okay, so offsprings are genetically identical to each other and to be their parents, while in this offspring are genetically unique. Even they are genetically unique from their brother sister. Okay, parents, they are different. Even they are genetically different with their brother sister. That is the power of sexual reproduction, which gives variation to the offsprings. Okay, so what are the advantage of sexual reproduction? Mixing of genetic material, greater variation, greater adaptability. Okay, these are the three profits, three advantages of sexual reproduction. Mixing of genetic material, because crossing over take place. Due to crossing over take place, variation comes, and that's why genetic material mix. Then greater variation, when that genetic material mixing take place, automatically greater variation will come, and this greater variation give the adaptability, survival of the fittest, who will develop that characters, that adaptation in the environment from that offspring coming, that will survive in that particular environment. Okay, that's how this will give you advantage sexual reproduction. Okay, example, variation in skin color observed in the people throughout the world. Okay, मेरी skin dark है, कोई मुझसे कम टोन का स्किन का होगा इंडिया में, कोई मुझसे ज्यादा टोन वाला होगा इंडिया में. Okay, so that is due to the variation. It is coming from sexual reproduction. Okay, asexual reproduction is not give you that much variation. Okay, that is the main thing. Asexual reproduction not going to give you variation. Sexual reproduction give you variation. Okay, so now we are going with the secondary sexual characters or sexual characters of male and female. So first we have male. Okay, so what are the secondary sexual character in males? Acne, common. Teenager problem सबको होती है. Acne, pimples face पर, either male or female, both सबको होती है pimples की problem. Okay, acne. That is the sign that you are becoming a teenager, you are becoming an adolescent. Okay, then facial hair growth in male. Okay, just like this beard. Okay, pushpa. This is that facial hair growth. Next, larynx get bigger, voice become deeper. Okay, लड़कियों की आवाज, sound of girl, high pitch. It is hurting your ears, but boys sound low pitch, deep voice. Okay. Then armpit hair growth. Okay, the hair will be present inside the armpit, it will grow. Okay, then penis, prostate, seminal vesicle grow bigger. Okay, then pubic hair growth and muscle development, these all are secondary sexual character comes in male after that, when it touches the adolescence or when it completes the adolescence. These are the secondary sexual character comes in male. Now we talk about female. The secondary sexual character in female. So high pitch voice. Okay, armpit hair growth, then breast development, uterus grow bigger, pubic hair growth, body shape become round. Okay, that's all are secondary sexual character in female. Okay, next. In human we find sexual dimorphism, means male different, female different. Male alag, female alag. Okay, di means two, morphism matlab form. Okay, two different forms are there. So distinct male and female individual exhibiting different characteristics. The characteristic which is present inside the female, it is not present in the male, and the characteristic which is present inside the male, it is not present in the female. That makes the difference between male and female in sexual reproduction. Okay, so male morphologically dimorphism, difference in external feature. You can easily distinguish a male with from female. Okay, male और female इंसान को तुम आराम से पहचान सकते हो. Male अलग, female अलग. Body morphology tells male body masculine, female body feminine. Okay, breast development. Okay, then thigh having more fat. Okay, abdominal fat is more. Okay, that is the sign of female body. Male body mustaches. Okay, secondary sexual development, low pitch voice. Okay, and that body development, masculine body development. Okay, that is morphological. Then we will go anatomical dimorphism. Then you will find there is the difference between in the anatomy of male and female also. Okay, the anatomy difference between the male sex organs and female sex organ also differentiate male and female. Male having different sex organs, female has different sex organs. Totally different, totally different. Okay, मेल के पास वही हार्ट है जो फीमेल के पास है. मेल के पास वही किडनी है जो फीमेल ह्यूमन के पास है. Okay, the lungs which is present in male, same lungs are present inside the female. The difference is only weight. Okay, but the reproductive system of male is totally different. It is not same just like female. Okay, male different sexual system, female different sexual system. Okay, so this is the system of male and this is the system of female. Okay, so one by we are going to discuss this thing in this session of human reproduction. Okay, so sexual dimorphism, these interact external features lead to behavior changes, the way man and women act, etc. Many of these are hormone derived, but some of them also depend on the society we live in, our upbringing. Behavior result as anatomical differences. Okay, so this sexual dimorphism, it is an internal and external feature, as I said. Okay, you can see female and male, you can distinguish between female and male by seeing the morphology, or if you want to not differentiate it, that thing by seeing the morphology, then go with the anatomy. You can easily differentiate either it is male or female. Okay, and this all thing is developed come under the body of a male and female by the help of hormones. पूरा सेक्सुअल साइकिल, पूरी सेक्सुअल बीन ये हार्मोन चलाते हैं. हार्मोन नहीं तो कुछ नहीं. Okay, so male, now we are going to with male reproductive system. So male reproductive system contains of two things: primary sex organs, secondary sex organs. Again I am saying primary sex organs, secondary sex organs. In primary sex organs we have gonads. Okay, that is testes. Okay, they are directly involved in the process of gamete production. Okay, primary sex organs are those sex organs which initiate the formation of gamete, which are responsible for the production of gamete. These are called primary sex organs. Okay, secondary sex organs are those which help in transportation, maturation and storage of gamete. They are called secondary sexual organs. Okay, the organs which help in transport, maturation and storage of gametes, they are called secondary sexual organs. And the one who produce that gametes, they are called primary sex organs, gonads. Okay, so these are going to be seen in this lesson, in this part. Okay, so they are directly involved in process of gamete production. They also produce sex hormones. Male gonads are testes. Testes equals to singular, testi and plural. Okay, testis singular है एक. Okay, और testes plural है दो. Single testis, double testes. Okay, so this is your testes. Okay, so male external genitalites include penis and scrotum. So first we are going to discuss external, then we go internal. Okay, so first penis. Okay, conduct urine and sperm. Okay, in male body that urogenital tract. Okay, that thing which delivers urine plus same duct, same tract delivers sperms in male. Okay, As erectile tissue that transfers sperm into the female genital tract has an opening called urethral meatus, has an enlarged end called glans penis, and covered by sheath known as foreskin. Okay, that is the anatomy, that is the morphology of your penis. Okay, again I am saying conduct urine and sperm. Secondly, has erectile tissue. It having erectile tissue, and when male get excited, that tissue get excited. Okay, and that's why penis get enlarged and erect. Okay, that's why we called it erectile tissue. Then has a opening called urethral meatus. It is that opening from which urine and your sperm come out. Okay, then has enlarged and called glans penis. Okay, and covered by sheath known as foreskin. This glans penis, this is covered by foreskin. Okay, you can see here. Okay, this is the penis. Okay, and this is the urethral meatus from which your urine and your sperm come out. Okay, and this part which covers this area, okay, this area is called foreskin, and this area is called glans penis. Okay, so there is one surgical procedure called circumcision. It is the removal of foreskin from the human penis. It is it is an elective surgery performed on babies and children for religious and cultural reason. Okay, it is not a compulsory procedure. It is done in some religions. Okay, in sub-Saharan countries where HIV is prevalent, it is observed that circumcision men have lower risk of infection. Okay, now see, Sahara countries means Egyptian countries, that North African countries. There is high risk of HIV. So that people do what? They circumcise their penis. Okay, they remove foreskin. Due to the removal of foreskin, there is chance of getting HIV is decreased there. Okay. In World Health Organization suggests considered circumcision as a part of comprehensive HIV prevention program in areas with high endemic rate of HIV. If performed correctly, there have been almost no report of it affecting biological function. Okay, if you perform this surgery properly without any failure, okay, then it does not affect your sexual drive. Your biological procedure of sexual act is not get affect when this surgery got properly. Okay, that's how this surgery is done. This is uncircumcised penis. Okay, in which foreskin is present on glans penis. Okay, and this is your circumcised penis in which glans penis is present, but your foreskin is absent on glans penis. Okay, I can show like this also. Okay, this is your penis. Okay, this is your penis, and this is your foreskin. Okay, foreskin. It will go back. I cannot show that thing here, so it go back. Okay, not like this. Okay, so in this surgery part and this white part of this bottle, it is glans penis. Okay, so this covers your glans penis. This foreskin covers your glans penis. In this surgery of circumcision, what you will do? We remove this thing. This your glans that foreskin is removed from your glans penis. Okay, now your glans penis is totally exposed. Okay, so this is the process of circumcision. It is done in it is not mandatory to done. It is done in some religions. Okay, in Saharan country, it is done to protect the person from HIV, because these countries are very high risk on HIV virus. WHO also says that if we do circumcision, we are not get that, means we have a preventive aids against HIV. Okay, and last, if you do this procedure correctly, it will not hamper your biological process. It does not hamper your sexual drive. Okay, so that's all for circumcision. Now next we have talked about scrotum, the bag hanging outside to your body, male. Okay, it is a sac-like structure present outside the abdominal cavity. Externally, it looks like a single pouch of skin separated into lateral portion by medium called raphe. Okay, it is a bag-like structure. Okay, it is a bag sac-like structure which is divided into two segments by raphe. See, इधर से तो तुमको एक दिख रहा होगा, पर जब इसको यूं घुमा देंगे, ये ऐसे. Okay. In this previous one, it is you are seeing that thing laterally. Okay, but when you are seeing this thing from front, scrotum, it will having a division, a line bisecting the middle of that scrotum, dividing into two parts. That is called raphe. Okay. So externally, it looked like single pouch of skin separated into lateral portion by a medial ridge called raphe. Internally, the scrotum septum divided into scrotum into two sacs, each containing single testes. Okay, scrotum having two testes. Okay, एक scrotum में two testes होती है. In a single scrotum, the back contain two testes, one pair of testes in which two testes are there. Okay, so it has why this scrotum is hanging outside the body in male. The question is why scrotum is hanging outside the body of male, why it is not present inside the body. Okay, the reason is that for the process of spermatogenesis, it requires less temperature. Your body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius, but the process of spermatogenesis required less than 37 degrees Celsius, nearby 34 or 35. Okay, that's why scrotum is hanging outside the male body, not inside the body. It is outside the male body. Okay, so it has 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius temperature, that is rest of the body. This is ideal for sperm production and viability. Okay, you know sperm banks, okay, where they use nitrogen, liquid nitrogen minus 190 degrees Celsius, where they store sperms. Okay, sperms can easily preserve in cold condition. Okay, that's why our body naturally developed that thing, that scrotum should remains outside, in which your testes are present, and these testes are responsible for the production of sperm, and it required less temperature, the temperature less than your body temperature. Okay, so now spermatic cord. Okay, now we are going towards the anatomy of scrotum, towards the anatomy of testes. Okay, so testes hanging in scrotum with the help of spermatic cord. Okay, just like this. See, I have a wire. I have this. We take this. See, this is scrotum. Okay, this scrotum. Okay, and I put a cable on it. It will become hanging. Okay, it will become hanging structure. Okay, see, where we have something or not? Where I want one cable. No cable. In this. Let's see, we do not have that. What happened? We are live or not? Okay, we are live. So I said that this is your testes. Okay, and this thing is hanging with something inside your scrotum, and that thing is called spermatic cord. Okay, testes hanging in scrotum with the help of spermatic cord. Spermatic cord consists of blood vessel, lymph, nerve supply, and cremaster muscle. Okay, these all are the rope-like structure. These all are the different ropes which occupying your testes and making your testes hanging inside the scrotum. Okay, we have blood vessel, we have lymph vessel, we have nerve supplies, we have cremaster muscle. Testes are connected to the wall of scrotum by gubernaculum. Okay, gubernaculum is a tissue which make your testes to stick with scrotum. Okay, see here, you can see here, this is testes. Okay, and this testes has been the connection with spermatic cord. This is your spermatic cord. Okay, and inside the spermatic cord you will find this blue and red color. This is your arterial and venal supply. Okay, here we have cremaster muscle. Okay, you can see here, this is the cremaster muscle. Okay, and this cremaster muscle make your testes warm and all these thing condition. In next slide we are going to see the function. Okay, it will make your testes temperature, and that all these thing controlled by this cremaster muscle. In winters it will shrink down, and in summer it will expand. That's why in winter scrotum becomes shrunken, and in summer scrotum become hangy. Okay, next, thermoregulation in scrotum occur with the help of sweat gland, dartos and cremaster muscle, and paniform plexus. Okay, so first we have sweat glands. Wall of scrotum has large number of sweat glands, resulting in excess sweating. Evaporation of sweat produce cooling effect. Simple फंडा. Okay, मसीना आएगा, पसीना evaporate होगा, ठंडक मिलेगी. In summer, when there is over sweating, that over sweating can, when the evaporation of that sweat take place, and that sweat will evaporate and it will cool down the testes, that area of scrotum. That's how your sweat gland controls the temperature of the testes, of the scrotum. Okay. Next we have dartos and cremaster muscle. Just below the outer skin of scrotum, a layer of fascia is present known as dartos fascia. This layer is devoid of paste and contains smooth muscle fiber collectively known as dartos muscle. Okay, देखो क्या है, ये है एक covering. Okay, where is a pen? पेन में किधर है पेन? Okay, now this is a covering. Color change. हाँ, ये this is a covering. Okay, this red line. See this red line. This. This red line, this is your dartos muscle, and it helps in the regulation, thermoregulation of testes. Okay, associated with each testis, a series of small band of muscle called cremaster muscle is present. ये देखो ये. This is the cremaster muscle. This is cremaster muscle. In response to cold temperature, cremaster muscle and dartos muscle contract. Means, as I says previously, जब टेम्परेचर ठंडा होता है तो टेस्टिस स्क्रोटम it will become shrink in small in the size. Means the muscle get contracted. This dartos and cremaster muscle get contracted when the temperature of outside become cold in winters. Okay, that's why the size of scrotum at that time becomes shrunken. While in the summers, okay, these muscles get relaxed, due to which size of scrotum that become hanging in nature. Okay, swallanapa, hanging nature. Okay, so this moves the testes closer to the body so that they can absorb body heat. Okay, then we have paniform plexus. It is an extensive network of veins from the testes that surround the testes arteries in the spermatic cord. Okay, you can see here in the diagram in this. Here you can see this. This is your this blue and red part. Okay, that is your paniform plexus. It also thermoregulates the temperature of scrotum. Okay, it surrounds around the spermatic cord, present in the spermatic cord, part of spermatic cord, and it will give thermoregulation to your testes. Okay, so it is the extensive network of vein from the testes that surround the testicular artery in the spermatic cord. Without it, warm arterial blood would heat the testes and inhibit the sperm production. It acts as a counter current heat exchanger. Okay, देखो क्या है, वेन है. वेन में क्या है, खून जो दूर ले जा रहा है फ्रॉम द ऑर्गन. ओके, एंड आर्टरीज इट इज कमिंग टूवर्ड्स द ऑर्गन, सो इट ब्रिंग्स fresh blood, and that fresh blood, it is heat up, it is warmer than that deoxygenated blood, the blood which is going far away from the arteries, from the organ. Okay, देखो दो चीज है, एक है आर्टरी, एक है वेन. From artery you having oxygenated blood which is fresh blood coming from the heart area. Okay, and it having warm in that blood which is coming inside that artery, they are warm. Okay, so these Pampiform plexus, what they will do, that if this is your artery which is supplying your testes, okay, this pointer is your artery which is supplying your testes warm blood, fresh blood, oxygenated blood. Okay, now these thing is present, pampiform plexus, it is present around your arterial supply. Okay, this pampiform plexus surrounds your arterial supply, make this warm blood cooler, and this cooler blood will give nutrition, give oxygen to the development tissue there in the testes. Okay, if this thing will not become cooled down, then due to that heavy temperature, due to that high temperature, spermatogenesis process get hampered. Okay, that's why this plexus is present, it surrounds your that arterial supply and make the blood, the oxygen to the flesh, the fresh blood, the warm blood, small literally cool down 2 to 3 degree. Okay, so that's why palpiform plexus is present. So we studied three things which control, which thermoregulates our testes temperature. First one is your sweat gland, in which sweat is produced, and when that sweat evaporate, it give cool action. Okay, then we have dartos and cremaster muscle. Dartos muscle is present in the periphery in your scrotum, while your that cremaster muscle is a band which surrounds your, which occupy the area with the testes. Okay, and these both thing provide cooling and simultaneously warming during different seasons. In winter, these muscles get contracted, due to which your testes become sunken and moves towards the body, while in summer these muscles get relaxed and make your testes hang more inside the air and make your testes scrotum away from the body. Okay, so next we have testes. Okay, that is the main primary sex organ of male. Okay, primary sex organ of male is testes, the place where spermatogenesis take place, the place where sperm formation take place. Okay, so 4 to 5 centimeter long, 2 to 3 centimeter wide, that is the size of your testes. Okay, 4 to 5 centimeter long and 2 to 3 centimeter wide. Okay, function, production of sperm and secretion of androgen. These are the two main function of the testes. First, production of sperm, and second one is that production of male hormones, androgen, testosterone. Okay, testes hata do, sab khatam. Okay, so extra abdominal in most of the animals, because sperm produce mature, storage and survival required 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius lower temperature that of the body temperature. Okay, your testes in male and in mainly in mammals, more mammals, it is present outside the body. Extra abdominal, it is not present inside the abdomen. Okay, it is extra abdominal, it is present outside the body, inside the scrotum. As I said that before in the previous part of the lecture, that is spermatogenesis, the process required less temperature, 2 to 2.5 degree temperature less than your body. That's why it required less temperature, and that's why your testes are present outside, extra abdominal in nature. Okay, intra-abdominal in egg-laying mammals like prototherians, elephants, whales, and dolphins. These mammals having and intra-abdominal testes means their testes are present inside their body. Okay, but maximum mammals contain testes outside their body, because spermatogenesis required less temperature than your body temperature. Okay. Testes of male babies are formed during the 7th and 8th week of pregnancy and are intra-abdominal. Okay, जो testes होती है वो embryonic developing male embryo fetus में 7 to 8 week of gestation period में develop हो जाती है. Okay, in your developing fetus, the testes is developed within the 7 to 8 week of pregnancy, and they are intra-abdominal. They are not still outside the body, they are inside the abdominal. Okay, testes migrate to scrotum during the 7 to 8 month of pregnancy. When pregnancy completes 7th to 8th month, then these testes moves towards the scrotum and come out from the abdomen, and then it become extra abdominal. when the developing fetus is a time of 7 to 8 week old. Okay, means when the fetus is 7 to 8 week old, then the testes are intra-abdominal. They are present inside the abdominal. Okay, inside the body of the fetus. But when the times goes and the fetus becomes 7 8 months old, then these testes move outward inside the scrotum and it will become extra abdominal. Okay, so now we have one abnormalities. If this testis does not goes inside the scrotum, then what will happen? These abnormalities are called cryptochidism. Okay, cryptochidism, it is the failure of testes to descend in scrotum. The failure of testes to go inside the scrotum is called cryptochidism. Okay, can be due to the deficiency of testosterone, causes sterility as the testes are not optimum temperature. Okay, it will cause sterility because your testes are not present outside the body. It is not present in a very particular temperature which is present to be present inside the testes. जो टेम्परेचर टेस्टिस को चाहिए उस टेम्परेचर में टेस्टिस नहीं है, द प्रोसेस ऑफ स्पर्मेटोजेनेसिस विल गेट हैम्पर एंड द मेल बिकम स्टेराइल. ओके, नेक्स्ट कैन बी ड्यू टू द डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ टेस्टोस्टेरोन. ओके, ऑटोमेटिकली टेस्टोस्टेरोन आर नॉट इनफ इनसाइड द बॉडी, इनसाइड डेवलपिंग एम्ब्रियो. दैट्स व्हाई this testis does not descend down inside the scrotum. Okay, 50% of cryptochidism is abdominal, 25% is inguinal, and 60% cases are high scrotum. Orchiodapexy is the surgery performed to correct cryptochidism. Okay, this condition is treatable, curable. The surgery which is done to treat this cryptochidism is orchiodapexy. Okay, that the therapy, the surgery which we done to do that to create this is orchiodopexy. Okay, orchiodopexy is the surgery, it is the treatment to cure cryptochidism. Okay, so this is how it will look. Okay, when you are in embryonic stage, this will come, the testis is here in the abdominal, it will move down in inguinal canal 25%, it can be stay there. Then if high scrotal chance it is in 60%, and at last it is a normal testi image which is present in scrotum. Okay, so now these are all testicular abnormalities which happens in male. Okay, syncochildism, congenital fusion of two testes, means testes are separate, these are two different balls, they are attached. This condition is called synochrysism. Okay, then we have monochrysism, in which presence of single testis is workable, second testis not workable, they are sterile. Okay, then we have polychrysism, presence of more than two testes. Okay, the person have more than two testes, then this condition is called polychrysism. Okay, then we have orchichism, inflammation of testes. Okay, and hydrocele, that is accumulation of fluid inside the testes, that is called hydrocele. Okay, so these all are the abnormalities related to the testes which can make a male sterile. Okay, next, inguinal hernia. Okay, अब ये क्या चीज है? Once testes have migrated to scrotum, these cannot go back into the abdominal because inguinal canal gets sealed due to the formation of connective tissue. But in some male, that connective tissue does not develop and it will go back inside the inguinal canal. Okay, due to the improper closure of inguinal canal, a loop of intestine can enter in inguinal region. This is called inguinal hernia. ओके, इंग्यूनल कैनाल तुम्हारी अच्छे से बंद नहीं हुई, योर इंग्यूनल कैनाल डज नॉट क्लोज दैट मच प्रॉपर्ली, ड्यू टू व्हिच दैट testes go back inside that region, inside the intestinal region. Okay, so this is inguinal hernia case. Okay, interior view, loop of intestine. Okay, it will move inside the loop of intestine. Okay, so due to the improper closure of inguinal canal, a loop of intestine can enter in inguinal region. This is called inguinal hernia. Okay, you can see here. Okay, intestine की जो loop है वो ऐसे बन गई अंदर. Okay, due to which it will occupy that area. Okay, it caused by increased pressure within the abdomen. a pre-existing weak spot in the abdominal wall, straining during bowel movements or urinations, strenuous physical activities, and chronic coughing and sneezing. These all are the causes of having of inguinal hernia. Okay, increased pressure. अब तुम pressure लगाओगे abdomen में automatically तो pressure कहीं तो exert out होगा. So it will exert out in the form of that hernia. Okay, then pre-existing weak spot in the abdominal wall. Okay, abdominal walls are weak, due to which that spot become weak and that your intestine will go inside that. Okay, then straining due to bowel movements or urination. Okay, due to urination or extra pressure लगा दिया सुबह सुबह morning में, when you are going to be fresh up and you apply extra pressure, then this thing can happen. Okay, strenuous physical activity, you are doing very physical activities and highly gym activities, then it will can cause chronic coughing and sneezing. कुछ ज्यादा ही तेज खांसी कर दी, छींक दे कुछ ज्यादा ही, due to that tremendous pressure applied inside your body, due to which this can happen. Okay, so this is your inguinal hernia. Okay, next we have orchiodectomy. That is the treatment of this cryptorchidism. Okay, it is a surgical removal of testes. Castration is remove of gonads. Orchiodectomy is more common use for testes removal. It makes animal less aggressive because level of testosterone hormone is decreased. Okay, orchiodectomy, it is a surgical treatment to remove the testes. Okay, पहले अपन ने क्या पढ़ा था इधर, orchiodopexy. This is the treatment of that cryptorchidism. Okay, and now we are going to study what? Orchiodectomy. That is orchiodectomy, and this one is your orchiodopexy. Okay, orchiodopexy, and this is your orchiodectomy. Okay, it is a surgical removal of testes. Castration is removal of gonads. Okay, orchiodectomy is more commonly used for testes removal. It makes the animal less aggressive because level of testosterone hormone decreases. Okay, see, orchiodectomy, testes को हटा देना. Due to the testes removal, automatically the level of testosterone fall in the body of male. Okay, and male, if the testosterone goes down, automatically the aggressiveness of male decreases and the male become less aggressive. This thing is mainly done in ox. Okay, the farmer uses the oxes. Okay, bulls, they use this technique to low down their aggressiveness, to use them as a that tractor, as a for that making their fields joting. Okay, so now tell what we studied. Okay, we studied first secondary sexual characters of male and female. In male we find acne, facial hair growth, larynx get bigger, due to which voice become deepen, armpit groans. Okay, penis, prostate, seminal vesicle grow bigger. Okay, pubic hair growth, muscle development, these all are the secondary sexual character in male. Okay, then in female we have high pitch voice जो कान को चुभती है, then breast development, armpit hair growth, uterus grow bigger, pubic hair grow, body shape become round. These all are the character, secondary sexual character present inside the female. Next we studied sexual dimorphism. How you can dimorphize, how can you distinguish between a male and female human? First we have two categories to that dimorphism, that doing the differentiation between male and female. First, on the basis of morphology, on the basis of secondary sexual character, by seeing our eyes. Okay, and if you are not distinguishing by seeing your eyes, okay, then go for anatomically. Anatomically it is totally different. Male have different sexual organs, female have different sexual organs. Okay, then we studied about primary and secondary sex organs. Okay, primary sex organs is that your male external genitalia, in which we have scrotum, penis, spermatic cord, and then we have male internal genitalia. This is testes. Testes is your primary sex organ, most prominent sex organ, most important primary sex organ is your testes. These are additional. These are the part of your primary sex organ. These are not the place where spermatogenesis, where all these sperm formation take place. These are other. Okay, the main organ which is responsible for the production of sperm, for the production of process of spermatogenesis, for the production of process of your androgen, testosterone, is testes. It is your primary sex organ. Secondary sex organs are your prostate gland. Okay, then these all are the gland, different glands are there, prostate gland, semivesical glands. Okay, then bulbar gland, these all are your secondary sexual glands. Okay, secondary sexual organs. Okay, then we have that penis. Okay, these all are different sexually secondary sexual secondary sex organs. Okay, then we studied thermoregulation of scrotum, how you thermoregulate the temperature of scrotum. Sweat gland, okay, it will produce sweat. Due to that sweat, evaporation take place, and that your scrotum become cooler and testes become cooler. Okay. Then we have detrous and cremaster muscle. In response to cold temperature, the cremaster and diastros muscle contract. The contraction of these cremaster muscle moves the testes closer to the body so that they can absorb the body heat in winter. But in summer, what happens? These muscles get relaxed and your testes get go away from the body. In winter, these muscles, cremaster and dartos muscles, they become contracted. They shrunken the scrotum, and when the temperature become high, when the temperature become more outside, these muscles get relaxed, and it will that testes, that your scrotum hangs. Okay. Third one is peniform plexus. It acts as a counter current heat exchanger. Okay. It means it contains veins. Okay. This is the plexus. It is made up of veins. Okay. It circulate. It occupy. It means it rounds around the arterial supply which contain warm blood. So this thing will cool down that warm blood which is going towards the testes. Okay. Then we studied different testicular anomalies. Cryptochildism means the testis does not go down to that scrotum. Then we have syncondism. Okay. Then we have polychildism. Then monochildism, orchitism, hydrocele, and inguinal hernia. These all are different testicular anomalies. Okay. Then we have surgical procedures, how to correct these conditions. So we have two things: orchiodopexy and orchiodectomy. Again, it is orchiodopexy and this is orchiodectomy. Orchiodopexy means correction of your cryptochildism. That is done by the process of orchiodopexy. Okay. And the second treatment is orchiodectomy. It is the removal of testes from the male. Okay. Removal of the testes from the male is called that orchiodectomy. It is a surgical treatment in which we remove the testes from the male to decrease down the aggressiveness, because testosterone hormone does not produce, and it will make your body less active. Okay, male body. Okay, so that's all for today. Okay, that's all for today. In next lecture we are going to discuss about anatomy of testes. Okay, and spermatogenesis, and structural definition of penis. Okay, penis in detail. Okay, for now, like, share and subscribe. Keep learning, keep growing with tapasya, and kabhi jhukne ka nahi.